Hey, how's everybody doing? Hope everyone's having a good week. It's almost there. We almost made it, y'all. Oh man. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're not, thank you for coming back, I guess. But I hope everyone's been having a solid week. I like to do these sort of AMAs, Q&As to try and provide some direction, but while everyone's sort of funneling in here, I like to talk about some topic of the week, something that comes to mind, something that's happened to me, something I want to reflect on. And one thing is that every year I set goals. I want to release a course. I want to get some certs. I have a goal and I do a video on it. And one of the items that I said I wanted to do this year was go to a conference. And um, I expanded upon that goals to speak at a conference. So I'm pretty excited. I got the sign off today saying, "Hey, we're gonna have you as a speaker. We like your topic. We like you. So I like you too, baby." Uh, um, they're like, "We like your topic. We think you'd be a good fit. Excellent." So I am going to be speaking at a conference in the Florida area. Um, called DevFest Florida. I'll have more news to share about. I went to it last year, and I went to it. It's a sort of one-day conference. It's like I think it was $100. So as far as conferences go, it's pretty inexpensive. I had a real good time last time. I ran into a couple of subscribers, shot the shit for a few minutes, um, and you know the weird part was taking pictures. I don't mind taking pictures, but it's just weird. But um, I don't. It being weird doesn't mean it bothers me. In a sense, it's weird when other men are like, "Hey, let me get a picture with you, dog." It's like, okay, whatever, dude. Uh, um, we can't. It's fine, but it doesn't mean it's not weird. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah. So I'm excited that that's happening. I'll have more news to share with that. Uh, yeah. I Look, man. I'm not. There's no fame going on here. Uh, it's it's not like, hey, hold up. I can't be seen in a picture with the likes of you, aspiring developers, super seniors only. No, it's just like I don't know. There's not really another person I would want to take a picture with. Like, um, maybe Quincy. I'd like to take a picture with Quincy, but Quincy I've interacted a couple times. Um, yeah. But yeah, so that's going to be exciting and fun, and I look forward to that quite a bit. One of the goals I wanted to do, and one of the items I wanted to tackle, and so I hope to share more information about that. It's been a long week. It's not over yet. Got one more day, but I'm gonna be busy Friday and Saturday and Sunday. I won't be able to do my normal live stream. Thursday seems to be the day where I'm a little bit too tired to do my normal like after work. So instead, um, I instead do these because these are a little bit easier. Thursday's the day like I'm too tired for a lot of things. Something about it's not Wednesday like hump day. It's Thursday where you're so close yet so far. Um, but got pretty far in the project that I've been working on. We had a pretty tight deadline and was able to deliver it a little bit early after it was a little bit late. So that's pretty good. Came out pretty solid. Have a working product as far as I'm concerned. Um, so I was able to deliver that, which is pretty cool. Um, so I'm hoping things calm down. Usually, if you're at an okay place, you have sort of steady, then you have a spike, and then it goes back to steady. When you're at crazy place, that's awful. It goes spike, 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 steady spike. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to go back to steady because even though I can meet like, there's a certain level of mental fortitude that comes along with being able to continuously just go bam, 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 bam. Um, you sort of have to relax your mind a little bit. But yeah, so Things are going well. Looking forward to the conference. Work's going well. Um, but today I'm tired, man. It's April's been doing her boot camp, so that's been eating a lot of my time. um, but yeah, so I hope you guys are working hard. Um, Something interesting has started happening in terms of my personal resume and things like that. Is normally I get messages for senior dev roles and things like that, but I have now started getting messages for tech leads and team leads and lead roles, which is quite interesting to me. You love the personal finance video? Good, man. I'm glad you like it. I've been thinking about doing a follow up video to that. You're not able to focus on coding. Please suggest how you can focus. That's a, that's a very personal question, but I'll tell you how I did it. A lot of it goes to about being mature. It's time to grow up. It's time to understand what you are and what you want to be. Okay, and you have to understand that that takes sacrifice. Sometimes it's weekends, sometimes it's nights, sometimes it's not going out with your buddies and playing games. So first thing you have to do is get rid of distractions. That's what I did. I got rid of distractions. I eliminated all that I could. Got rid of my game systems. I stopped going out. Stopped texting back. I turned my phone off during the day. Anything and everything. I got my family on board to understand what my objective was, what's going on. So a lot of stuff in that space. You have to. It's really a maturity thing, though. The easiest thing to do is is sort of to hit rock bottom. Everyone has their own rock bottom, and when you've really hit it, it's pretty easy to stay motivated and focus. Caffeine helps a lot as well. But yeah, it's a maturity thing. I think more than anything else, you have to just have to grow up a little bit. And I don't mean that as like a dig at you. I just really mean it as a like you need to go from being a boy to a man to some degree. And a man can sacrifice in the immediate for the future. A man understands that today you may want, but tomorrow you may need. You understand what I'm saying? Where you can as a boy and as a child, you always want now, 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 now. But a man can put off and wait and be the grasshopper, if you will. Did I ever feel a void because of not learning foundational programming like C++? No, I mean TypeScript entails most of that. So if you want to learn about abstracts, you want to learn about um, implementations and extending and inheritance and dependency injection, item like that, TypeScript can do all that sort of stuff with you. That's why the reason people ask me like, what do I think is well, what my favorite framework is. I happen to like Angular because I think it introduces you to a lot more of those concepts. Whether it's good for your use case or not is a separate thing. But to me, I'm somewhat interested in that. Why don't I make tutorial videos on React? Because I don't work in React. And I don't particularly like it. Um, like here's the thing, Venkatesh. Um, my brother, for a very long time, said he didn't mind being broke and this and that, and he sort of had to. He hit 30, or he's about to hit 30, and he's delivering pizzas, and he feels like a loser, and he wants to not be broke, and he wants to. He hit his rock bottom. Now he's going for it. You started listening to me about 3 years ago. Now you're a software engineer. Congratulations, man. Is this an AMA? Yeah. Ask away, master of the mash. See what my dogs did to my hacky sack? Bastards. um, my brother has me for support. Not really, man. He's doing nursing. I can't help with nursing. My mom's nursing. Funny story. I delivered pizza and started coding boot camp in a month. Yeah, man. I mean, I delivered pizzas for 7 or 8 years. 7 or 8 years I delivered pizza. I just took it off my LinkedIn the other day after talking with a recruiter about how it wasn't really relevant and how it was just fluff on there. I even had a letter of recommendation from my manager at the time. Yeah, nursing is a great field to go into. I mean, if you ask me, I'm recommending you go into software every single day of the week so that you could have remote better. But nursing, if I was to say 5 categories of jobs to go into, nursing would be in one of them because it meets the requirement. Good pay, high amount of jobs, good job growth. That's really what I would say for going to school for. I'm glad everything's working out for you, pal. Yeah, my mom's a nurse, or she was. She's retired now, but she did home health nursing for like 30 years. What do I recommend? Angular, React, or Vue? I mean, I personally, so I've played around in all of them, but I'm definitely much more familiar with Angular. I happen to like Angular quite a bit because it lends itself to implementing the solid principles quite well, but it is more object oriented based, so that makes sense. And I think it teaches you some higher level stuff if you actually take advantage of the features that TypeScript has. I don't know you. um, but yeah, man, and that's the thing. I'm not when I say like not a bad ringtone. It's the standard ringtone on the OnePlus 6 at least. When I'm saying these things like yeah he's fed up being a delivery driver, I say this to somebody who's been there, somebody who was sleeping on floors, his mother bringing him groceries and all this sort of stuff, and in debt, miserable, and you know a lot of times you either don't know there's a better way or you're just so caught up in the moment that it takes until you're like 30 40 to be like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. Something's got to give. Any advice for getting lost in a framework? Yeah, just start building stuff, man. Eventually it'll click again and again and again. Did I wear hats and shades so mom brought me groceries? No, man. Sorry, guys. Gotta text me. But here's if you were to ask me what has been my key to success, it's just making sure that every year, a couple two things. One is I try to take a step forward every day, at least every week, by watching something, reading something, doing something. And two is every year I make sure on paper I'm a better candidate. It's all the routing from file to file. We gotta learn proper folder structure. Proper project organization is crucial. Wish I never wasted my time in college. Hey, you and me both, dude. Any sites or forums to recommend? Honestly, I just use free resources to learn, and then I just built my own stuff. You didn't know about web development too much after high school? Dude, I didn't really know about web development until I was already in college. So, uh, any JSON/Ajax resources you share? JSON is really just two methods, and then understanding it's just a stringified object, really. So you shouldn't need to worry too much about it. When it comes to Ajax, just Google a fetch tutorial and understand the certain types of API calls that you would do, Ajax calls. Yeah, that's an important thing to note is that what keeps you on track may not keep somebody else on track. And what keeps you focused may not keep somebody else focused. We're all sort of, and that's probably part of the problem with college is that it forces you to be in this one way of thinking and doing, and probably why I wasn't very successful with it. When in reality, we all sort of work and think and learn differently, and just live differently. That it's sort of, how to put it, it's sort of up to you to figure out what works best for you and try to make your environment work for you. Like one thing I found out from this job is that I work best remotely. Like I never really bother me. I don't really mind going into the office, but I definitely get more done. I'm definitely happier and I enjoy working remotely more than I thought I would. Actually full like remote cuz I don't need I it's rare that I need other developers input to do my job. Um Not to say that I don't want it, but it's rare that I need to be side by side. If I need, I just hop on a call, and I have my dogs here, um, all that. So I have lunch here with April. Say hi. I love it. Where's my Trumpy bear? My Trumpy bear? You mean Gator? Is that what you're talking about? He's probably downstairs. Let me go see if he's there. Let me call him. Call him. Let's see. Gator. Gator. Come here, buddy. Get up here, big boy. Oh, come here. Oh, he's a good puppy. Oh, everybody wants to see you. Come here, Gator. Oh, and the Boise. Oh, you's a good girl too. Oh. So this is Boise. For those of you who haven't met her, she's a puppy. She's like 8 months. She's about probably 38 pounds right now. She'll get around 50, I think. Come here, Gator. Oh my God. She wants all the attention. She's kind of a pain in the ass. Come here, big boy. Oh. And then this is Gator. Come here. You gotta get you in camera. He's a big puppy. He's about a year and 3 months, maybe. And he's about 70 pounds. Get out of there. What you got in your mouth? But yeah, they're the last animals we're gonna get for about a decade and a half. April and I are gonna want to travel in about 15 years the world. So plan ahead. You need another dog? No. We're not having any more animals anytime soon. Ain't that right, big boy? You're the last of them. Am I a fun parent with the dogs? I don't know. I'm probably the more. I'm the fun one. April's the serious one. Like April hates that I don't train the animals very much. Oh, fur parent? Oh yeah. These guys go to the vet more than I go to the doctor, like by threefold. We were just throwing the ball in the backyard with him. It's really helped me with getting a dog. I've always been a cat person, but getting a dog has really just made me love having dogs. Like I didn't think I'd like having a dog as much as I have, but um, it has been it has just been so great. Not to say I don't like my cats, but I I grew up with cats and dogs, but they were never my dogs. You know what I mean? They were always like my family's dogs. I didn't really want the responsibility and this and that. Oh, he's a good boy. But it's been good. Oh, oh. I need a job. Am I hiring? My work's always hiring, man. They employ like 250,000 people. When you have that many people, you're always hiring. Hey, big boy. Hey, up. Get her up. Come on, up. Come here. Wait. Up. Come here. Get her. Get up here. Up. Come on, big boy. Oops. You almost got rolled on. Hey, he ain't about that life today. But, but yeah, I've loved having dogs, man. And get up here, big boy. Oh, Daddy's got you. Ah. There you go. Oh. Am I too old to start software development career at 36? No, man. Just get started, though. Stop thinking about it. Any plans for the holiday? Maybe visit Europe or Poland? No, I got a couple trips planned, though. I'm going to Salt Lake City this year. I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to, Missouri? Kansas City, Missouri? Let me take this call real quick. Oh my God. Sorry about that, guys. Whew. All right. Thank you for the $25 PLN. I'm not sure what PLN is. It's that Poland money, that Polish money. I apologize for the long phone call, man. Let's see. But yeah, 36. 1 year later, got a junior position. Good on you, man. So you got fired, huh? Nah. Nah, just someone trying to snipe me away. It was a recruiter. I get calls from recruiters from time to time. I always like to take them, see what opportunities may lie. This one particularly asked a lot of questions that I wasn't expecting, which is fine. I'm happy to answer any questions. But yeah. Okay, someone asked what books I recommend for a junior developer. There's 2 I recommend, and both have links in the description below where you can help me out. The first one I'd read is The Clean Coder. This is going to tell you about how to be a good developer in sense of a business sense, how to handle yourself. And then I recommend reading Clean Code, which will teach you how to write software professionally. Yeah. Yeah, it was a strange call because apparently I applied to this company 6 months ago, back when I was unemployed, and the question was like, well, how are you, why are you so interested in working with us? And I was like, well, that was 6 months ago. I couldn't even tell you about your company. I'm sure I looked at it at the end of the day. Anyhow, it was a strange call, but all calls are good. It's when people stop calling you for roles that you need to be worried. Yeah, and here's the thing: is like most companies can't buy me. Like most companies can't afford me, and even more can't buy me. So, statistically speaking, if I was to leave a role, I would need a serious pay bump because I have money that is coming my way, as well as time and energy. And so I have some serious benefits that are attached to that. I'm open to it, but they got to make it worth my while. In the Tampa area, about one in 10 companies can match, and about one in 100 to 200 can beat. So there's not a lot of competition at where I'm at because I have good benefits. I'm like, here's like, okay, you have to beat my base salary. It's pretty high. You have to have a bonus. You have to have a good 401k. You have to beat my PTO. I get 22 days of PTO, and then I get 12 holidays and 2 additional weeks off, a week for Christmas, a week for 4th of July. So you have to beat my PTO. You have to beat my nearly full remote. I'm back to 3 to 5. I'm back to 3 days, but I'm going back to 5 in the future days remote. You have to offer me a sign-on bonus because I'm getting a bonus not too far off, and I have 401k money, and I have a 6% a year investment account, which is essentially a pension that vests over time. So if you're going to try and buy me, you have to buy me. Like, and I'm pretty happy. That's the thing. I like my tech lead. I like my architect. I like my team members for the most part. And the project I'm on, everything. So my organization, the company I've worked with, has built up some goodwill. They have said, hey, this is what we're going to do. You know how many times I've heard this is what we're going to do, and then we never do it? Every time, except this team that I'm on. This is what we're going to do, and this is what we're doing. And I'm on a team where I feel like I can learn something. My last workplace, I made a mistake where I thought I could learn something, and within the first day or two, I realized that the architect I was working with didn't know what he needed. I wasn't gonna learn anything. Current job I'm at now, architects for Microsoft, tech leads for Microsoft, good people, and just because they work there doesn't mean they know things. But I've worked with them enough to know they know some things that I don't, which is great. So, but yeah, I'm always happy to have the calls because I do think you need to do what's best for you. But I'm not interested in. So you gotta, you know, when I get emails on or messages on LinkedIn, I ask 3 questions. 3 questions to just, hey, we think you'd be great for this role. I say, what is the possibility of remote? What is the base salary range that you're looking for? Do you have a sign-on bonus? Usually they don't message back. But those are 3 things that we have to talk about right away before we go and you try to sweet talk me and I spend 30 minutes talking to you on the phone, because there's practical things we need to talk about. There's retirement, 401k that we need to talk about that we'll eventually get to. But base salary, remote, sign-on bonus to make up for the money that I'm going to lose to leave, unless your base salary is higher. That's what you got, But here, that's the thing, is you just have to have these conversations. And luckily, we all, as developers, are in a good place. And it was a good conversation, but it's just it's strange to be asked about a company that it's like I applied months ago. And they get the same question in 3 or 4 different ways. Why are you interested in our company? It's like, I couldn't tell you. I could tell you. I'm sure at the time I saw your application. I needed a job. I thought it was a good fit. I don't know why it's so hard for. What's so wrong with saying needed a job and I thought I could do it very well? Like, why is that a negative thing? Like, I've never looked at a company and had. I'm tightening this the wrong way. There we go. Like, I've never looked at a company and be like, why did you want me? Was it because you love me? Because that's really almost what they're asking. What made you love us so much, Dylan? What was it? Why do you love us? It's like, dude, I don't even know you. I just thought it'd be a good fit. Oh man, it was a fun call though. So I got fired, yeah. Some days, I've joked with a couple of my teammates in the past. I said, listen, we're either going to do it right for a couple of reasons. 1, because I'm going to complain so much till we do it. 2, I'm just going to do it myself. Or we're not going to do it right because y'all going to fire me. How do I feel about Team Treehouse Tech Degree versus Free Code Camp? So I would say the Team Treehouse is fine, but I would also tell you that you can pretty much learn anything on Team Treehouse for free. So what I would say is it's okay to have multiple learning sources. Go and knock out Free Code Camp in a couple months. Go on Team Treehouse while you're looking for roles and continue to better your skill set. One of the worst things you can do is learn from a single source. You need to have multiple teachers. Multiple teachers are going to teach you different things. They're also going to teach you similar things, which will show emphasis about what is actually important. So, and when I say multiple teachers, I mean platforms teachers, like physical teachers like myself. So. Ever worked with AI? No. Like to. I think that's one of the cool things about my current role is I might have the ability to very rapidly progress my skills in different ways. My work has something called, God, I forget what it's called, but it's essentially where you can apply to go join another team in some technology that they're working in. So say there's a machine learning part of the company, and I was like, yo, man, that's some cash money. I want to go pick that skills up. I can apply, and they can take me on for like 3 to 6 months paid, and I could just go learn and see what I can do with that part of the company. So yeah, it's a great place to work. I'm using free Code Camp, Codecademy, Udemy. Have an interview for $70K in 2 weeks. There you go. It's that simple. Yeah, good luck, Alex. At what point are you ready for a job? That shouldn't be a question so much as an answer. And what I mean by that is you should know that because you're interviewing. So if you're interviewing, start applying for jobs as early as possible and see what you don't know in your interviews. And you'll find out very quickly if you're ready or not. Oh, man. What's my opinion on joining startups? Don't, unless you absolutely, it's your first job. Startups are one of the things that will spit you up, chew you up, and spit you out, man. Startups are one of the worst places that you can work for your mental health. There's nothing more stressful than a business that's stressed about going out of business, because they are going to grind you down and juice whatever they can get out of you. And it's the most stressful things. I like to work at places that aren't worried about paying their bills. And startups, quite literally, the only thing that you should do is, hey, I went to a startup to get my resume experience. That's fine. Unless you come across, there's so many startups that are stupid ideas that you're like, there's the occasional one where, oh yeah, I'll go work at a startup, and then you're like, oh, this is a dumb idea. Of course, they're not going to make any money. But if there's an idea where you're like, you legitimately think that this is going to change the world, like an Airbnb or an Uber, then it's fine. But that's 99 times out of 100 not the case. Startups, get it for your resume experience for the very first one, get the hell out. So startups are like this. Hey, we're going to work you to the bone. We're going to do this, but you'll have a ping pong table over here you'll never get to use. And don't worry, we're going to pay you less. And we're going to maybe give you equity if we don't go out of business. And maybe it'll be worth money someday. But if not, we're going to pay you 30 grand, 40 grand a year less. And after we work you 60 hours a week, because we don't have any, we're worried about not making our bills, because if we fail once, the whole thing comes down. Pizza party. Like, that's it. You get pizza for working 20 hours a week additional. Come on, man. That's it. Startups are like, hey, we know it was really hard and we screamed and yelled. We threatened you. It was awful. We put your jobs online. Pizza! That's my thought. I would never, ever go to a startup that wasn't my own. What's this deep dish? If we're talking stuffed crust, maybe. You might get me with some stuffed crust. And some wings? Were there wings? How's my app? Honestly, I haven't been working on it. The app's actually pretty much in a code complete status. I have to record videos. So that's the main thing. I record videos for it. And so I've been helping April quite a bit with her coding. And honestly, I've lost a little bit of my drive in general. So we'll see. See, I probably am going to spend this weekend working on my conference talk. When's the talk? It's in November. I'll tell you exactly. November 16th. Any issues? November 16th. Yo. Tell me I didn't book this trip over this conference. Oh, shit. Let me check real quick. That's pretty close. I might literally be coming back from I have a trip I'm taking. I'm so bad with dates. I'm so scared. Okay, no, I'm good. All right. See, I know I didn't make that mistake. It's November 16th. Any issues after laser eye surgery operations? The first night or two. So I only had to get on one eye, but I had to keep it closed for about 4 or 5 hours, and then after that, it was kind of bright for about the first day or two. Do you want to make more money than Matt Tran? Do you have a rivalry between you two? I don't think we have a rivalry. I think we both want to make as much money as we can. It's not like we want one to succeed, one to fail. I want nothing but success for Matt and myself. That guy, here's the thing. Matt did something hard, man. He told his parents, who had just paid for his engineering degree and a psychology degree, I hate this shit. I'm going to put YouTube videos out. I'm making $100 a month. This is what I'm going to do with my life. That's a hard sell. That's a hard sell today. It's much harder to sell 8 years ago. But he did. He followed his dream. He said, look, man, this ain't for me. I'm not happy. And he's like, all right. And he went and did it. Good on him, man. Async await is just a way to treat promises synchronously. It's not that they're not native. Did you do the 4 Hacktoberfest PRs? No. I know I should have. Sort of bummed out. All right, guys. I'm gonna go pair program with April a little bit. I wish you all the best. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.